There we go, Sega Mark III. We are testing the Sega My Card first, the credit card size games that they used in the Mark III machines, and also the early Master Systems, Master System version 1. And we're playing the Magical Castle Pip Potter, which was developed by Sega in 1985. I think it came to the West in 86, but part of a combo cartridge along with Astral Warrior. Alright, so let's give Pip Potter a go. We'll go beginner. See, you can already see that it's taken every pixel and it looks like it's been done in MS Paint, but you know, this doesn't look too bad for the time. About average, I'd say. So it's one of those stories where you have to rescue the princess. Yeah. It moves fine, there's very little delay. Which is good. I'll just collect the treasures and you can go smash them and go into the next room. So they're static. Whoa. Let's go back in there. What the hell is that thing? Whoop. Okay, and I died. That's alright. Looks like a... Okay, I think I know what it is. Look at it side on and it's a snake or a dragon or a snake agon or a dragon egg. Something like that. So don't get in the path of that. The blocks do regenerate after a while. And yeah, it looks basic. There's not a lot of shading or anything like that. And the designs on the wall on the outside look kind of crazy. But it's not a bad game. It's a bit of fun and can fit on a Sega My Card. So that works pretty well. Let's go to the next game. Next we have Alex Kidd, The Lost Stars. This game was made for the arcades in 1986 and ported to the Master System and Mark III in 1988. This is interesting because it's I guess it's the sequel to Alex Kidd in Miracle World. So it's a second Alex Kidd game, but it's very different. They're almost nothing alike. There's no RPG elements in this game. It's a simple, straight platformer. And as you can see by the demo screen, it's very colourful. So let's jump in. Find the miracle ball. We will find those miracle balls. We will. So yeah, it's very bright and of course very pixelated. I've turned off all of the filters for these games, so we can just. I love the way he screams. So the jumping is a little off. It feels like, but I think that's not the system. I think that's the game. Alex Kidd was never as good a jumper as Mario was, that's for sure. Ah! I should have that as my ringtone. Every time someone calls me, it'll just go, ah! Alright, so you can pick up a little bit of momentum here, but, you know, things do slow you down. So, this game looks fine. It almost looks a little juttering in these parts right here, I won't lie to you. Could be my TV, but I don't know, a little suspicious in my opinion. Alright, and basically that's what this game is. S stands for shooting whirlwinds, I suppose. Kill those miniature trams. And little cars. Right, this is a really weird game. I have completed it before, but there's not much to say about it. All the levels, you're meant to find the 12 Zodiacs. After the first 6 levels, they loop. So, I'll see if I can get a little bit further here. Your life bar up the top, basically, starts going down every time you get hit. It's also a timer as well, kind of like oh, a bit of slowdown there. Wonder Boy. Oh no. Alright. Alex Kidd might not make it. No, he's good. Alright, and that is Alex Kidd the Lost Star. And finally, we have the reason why I bought a gear converter, which is the Game Gear. Now, Fantasy Zone is, of course, another classic Sega property, and this is Fantasy Zone Gear. I don't see many differences other than the fact that it's wildly more pixelated because it's meant for the Game Gear, and we always knew that would happen. But it doesn't look too bad, I gotta say. You know, all the colours are there. It's very, very bright. It's fun. This is like a cute shoot-em-up, or a cute-em-up, I guess. Starring Orpa Orpa, the little ship, which is kind of cute with wings and grows legs sometimes, depending on how far you get to the ground. Now there you go. He's walking along the ground, and he's actually much faster down there too. If I even know it's a he, it might be a she. It sounds like a she, actually. So I don't know whether this thing is organic or not. And obviously the screen has been enlarged somewhat so you can see everything. But, you know, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I think I would probably stick to other games for this. Maybe kind of full screen games that kind of look a little bit better. But on the other hand, this doesn't look too bad at all. And I kind of like just walking around on the ground. So that's Fantasy Zone. And I think the gear converter is going to get a bit more use out of me for my other Game Gear games. And lastly, I thought I would actually put in Fantasy Zone for the Master System. Just to give you a bit of a comparison. See, already you can see that you see a lot more of the screen. The enemies are a bit different. So, straight into the game. You can see him walking along the bottom there. It actually looks a little bit skewed, and it's a lot faster. No, you kind of seem a little bit more stumpy as Orpa Orpa this time for some reason. But yeah, the controls definitely work a lot better in this version. But once again, you know, that just could be the limitations of the Game Gear game itself rather than the converter or the TV or anything like that. Sometimes with these games it's a little hard to tell because really all it's doing is emulating the original ROM. But this is probably my favourite version of Fantasy Zone, even better than the arcade, just because I've played this one a lot. And it is a lot of fun. So thank you very much for watching. This has been AC for Game Life Balance Australia. And I have been testing out the Retro Freak gear converter.